In this video, we'll be walking you through the step-by-step process of purchasing your dream home right here in Jamaica. What is a mortgage? A mortgage is a type of loan that's used to finance property. So this could include buying a house, buying land, buying a commercial property, or even to build. So then you must have the question, how do we attain a mortgage? Well, if you're looking to purchase a house, land, or even to build your own, the first order of business is to get pre-approved for a mortgage. Mortgages are offered by the NHT, that is the National Housing Trust. You can even get one through commercial banks, credit unions, or even building societies. In order to make sure that you're getting a great deal, ensure that you explore your options. Now, there are two main things to consider when searching for the best mortgage. This includes considering the interest rate and also the repayment time frame. Now, commercial banks have an average mortgage interest rate of 7.5%, while NHT offers an interest rate between 0 to 4%. Now, at the time of this video, a single applicant can borrow 6.5 million from NHT if the house is on the open market or if they are building on their own land. In addition, if a single contributor is buying a housing solution priced at 12 million or less, the contributor may access up to 8.5 million towards mortgage financing for that unit. Also, two persons applying jointly will be able to access funding up to 13 million, and for 3 applicants, that will be up to 19.5 million. Now, for any NHT housing unit or a serviced lot, persons can receive 100% financing from NHT. Now, if you need and can afford to borrow more money than NHT will lend, you can get additional funds from another lending institution. This is called joint financing. Now, depending on your ability to repay, based on your income, there are financial institutions that will offer mortgages that cover the entire purchase price of the property or more. Others will finance up to 90 or 95% of the purchase price, and you would also have to make a deposit. Once you have settled on a financial institution, you will need to take in a few things. So they're going to ask you for your government-issued ID, a job letter, 2 or 3 most recent payslips or financial statements if you are self-employed, proof of address, and your TRN, which is your tax registration number. Now, once those are in, you will be assigned a mortgage officer. Now, the mortgage officer's job is to conduct a pre-approval interview. This is done so that they can have an understanding as to what you will be using the money to do, if it's that you're building or buying a house or if you're buying land. They will then use your information to assess how much you can afford to borrow and your ability to make the monthly payments. Now, once you pass the pre-approval process, the financial institution will give you the pre-approval letter stating how much you can borrow. You can then search for a property that is within the amount you can afford. You can contact a real estate agent to get assistance with finding a house, or you can even conduct searches on your own by using the many real estate websites available for Jamaica. Now, once you've found a property that you're interested in and you have the mortgage pre-approval, the next step is to make an offer. You make an offer to the seller, and if they accept, you can go ahead and inform your attorney, which will then prepare the sale agreement for the property. Now, what is a sale agreement, you may ask? The sale agreement is the terms and conditions of sale of a property by the seller to the buyer. These terms and conditions include the amount at which it is to be sold and the future date of full payment. Now, after the offer is accepted by the seller, the financial institution will request a few things, such as an evaluation report, a copy of the title of the property, current property tax certificate, and a peril insurance for full replacement cost of the building. Now, some banks, they may also ask for a structural engineer report. This report is done by a structural engineer just to ensure that the house has no major problems. Another thing that the financial institution may ask for is proof of life insurance. They just want to ensure that in the event of death, the proceeds from the life insurance policy may be able to cover the remaining mortgage payments. Now, for the final step, the bank will also ask that you pay a series of fees that are needed to ensure the sale goes through. Different banks ask for different fees. Once these fees are paid and contracts signed, the bank will go ahead and disperse the loan. You can then begin your journey to building or even moving into your brand new home.